Welcome to the Solemn Yu-Gi-Oh channel where we discuss everything collecting and investing in Yu-Gi-Oh! So today I wanted to talk about the importance of collectors and organic interest for the market as a whole. Lately, as prices have continued to rise and rise and rise, we're starting to see a lot of speculators. And again, this is not just Yu-Gi-Oh! This is in Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, MTG, and every collectible out there. It's all been up, 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 up. And that is very dangerous because what you start attracting is people who are entering purely to make money. Now, we've obviously spoken about this on the channel plenty already. I'm not going to keep repeating myself, but one little fascinating mental lapse that I have seen people make, these vintage cards, yeah, even vintage or modern or whatever, will only go up. Because as long as investors keep seeing that it goes up, more will enter. And so today we have millions of investors and they will just keep on putting in money and that will keep the prices going up forever. Now, obviously, anyone rational with common sense thinks, wow, that sounds ridiculous, fuck you. And you would be right. But I want to discuss why does it actually not make sense. This is essentially how bubbles are made. This is like a passive Ponzi scheme almost. As long as new people keep coming in and keep paying higher prices for the same items, obviously it'll go up and up and up. And the only person who gets fucked is the last one to hold it, am I right? That is extremely dangerous. Every single bubble in history has popped that way. What makes you think that this one wouldn't? So how does that tie back to collectors and organic interest? Essentially, if people actually care about the cards and buy them because they want to own them, and those legitimate collectors bid on items against each other, then cool, they just wanted the item and the market price is the legitimate market price. These collectors didn't bid it up hoping to make stonks, they just wanted to own the item and don't intend to sell. That is how a collectible market should be. Now, obviously, in every single collectible market, you will get these speculators that think, I'll buy it higher and it'll go higher and higher and higher and I'll be rich and stonks and So they'll be anywhere. Don't worry about that. Like, obviously it sucks, you even have some fraudsters joining and so forth, but you shouldn't be concerned with a few of those speculators existing. It's just how life is. Too bad. However, what's very important is the balance between those. If your collectible market starts having more speculators than collectors, or insanely more speculators than collectors, that's where you get issues. Because not only are these collectors, these that actually care about the card game and always have been and grew up with it and love it and so forth, not only are they getting priced out of cards, but more importantly, the market prices are entirely dictated on essentially these speculators continuously selling to each other. Here's the issue. The second the market is no longer hot, the second you run out of speculators willing to pay insane prices, all of those speculators, those tens of thousands or even millions, going, damn, it no longer goes up. Does that mean it's gonna pop? Suddenly, the mindsets start to change very, very quickly. And so the first ones to sell, because, you know, I don't want to be the last to hold this fucking card that I never cared about. And so they sell slightly below market, hoping to just get rid of it and be fine. And the first speculator to do that is fine. You know, he bought an asset, the asset went up way too fucking much. He sold, he still has insane profit, he's fine. And then the next one goes, damn, that just sold for less than before. But wait, I thought these only ever go up. That's so weird. They only ever go up, right? And so he gets a bit scared. And the next one gets scared. And so because all these cards are then not in the hands of people who are like, it went down, so what, I want to own this card. Shut the fuck up. They all start selling. And the same people that continuously sold to each other are now all listing their cards. And there are no other speculators anymore entering because they no longer see the cards continuously going up. And so really quickly, the market gets flooded and it goes lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. That's what we have seen on basically everything Pokemon that isn't rare. Again, it's important to note that isn't rare. We have seen an actual all-time high again on that Lugia card, if you don't know, in Pokemon. So the rare items are rare. There's not enough speculators holding these. It's usually just actual collectors or really rich people, so they don't care. But all the low-end stuff got into that speculator popping bubble of selling and selling and selling, and everything crashed down again. Now, that doesn't mean it'll stay there forever. That doesn't mean that it'll go to zero, anything like that. But that is what happens when something that wasn't all that rare gets hoarded by people purely there for the profit. As long as the foundation of your collectible depends on those people purely there for profit, the foundation will be wobbly. You need to have actual organic interest from collectors who actually want to own these items. And in downturns, they won't sell. They don't need the money. They just want to enjoy their card that they grew up on. Cool. Because the second the market gets cooler, they'll stay cool. They're fine. Now, every single time, again, you get into these speculative bubbles, everyone thinks they're a hero. Everything keeps on going up and up and up, and it'll stay up forever. Look how smart I am. And every single time you see the same rhetoric. This time will be different. You guys, Pokemon is so big. This time will be different. You know, biggest franchise in the world. Same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh though. Like, be very aware. I expect cool-offs. They're probably coming. The fact that the vaccine is there and apparently working, the fact that we're entering into Christmas period, and in Christmas a lot of cards go down, we'll actually make another video about that. A lot of things are now saying market will probably cool off, and that's fine. Again, if you're an actual collector, that just means cool, sales. But if you're a speculator, you're getting some cold feet, and that is what you should be very careful of. Organic interest is the foundation of a collectible market. If the organic interest isn't there, you have a bubble. Things are gonna go whoop, I'm not saying, again, that Pokemon has no organic interest. It has a lot of organic interest. I'm just saying that sometimes, I guess, the pendulum swings towards the speculator side, and that's when a lot of people get burned. If you look at fucking Flesh and Blood, that new TCG, was it that one? The one that Alpha Investments was talking about, where the first box or something, they called it Alpha, and so therefore it's now being speculated on and it's worth 1,000 or something crazy like that. Really? Now, if there is actual collectors who love that game, I'll take back what I'm about to say. But clearly, that price is entirely derived from the fact that people think, whoa, this will be worth money someday. And that's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I have never actually seen or read about or heard of anyone actually caring about that game to a point where they will pay $1,000 for a box. So, I mean, if you're out there, let me know. I'll gladly learn more about it, but I don't know, that just scares me. That makes me ugh. So that is all. I hope you realize collectors are truly important. If anyone is telling you like, no, just new investors will keep on coming in, new speculators, and that way, yeah, it'll just keep on going up, be very, very wary. Things cannot go up forever. As all, hope you find it interesting. Like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.